Hi everyone, this is Lori from the Crafting Auntie. Welcome back to my channel. First of all, I just want to apologize for the abrupt ending to the December daily that I was doing with my sister Pam, Nana's Crafting Cottage. We both lost our mom, and although she was suffering from dementia for quite some time and she'd become pretty frail and she was 93, it was still unexpected. Now they live in Oregon and we're in Southern California, so my husband and I had to take a trip up there. So we took a trip up to do the service and spent some time with family. We were able to get together with family for a nice Christmas together, which was nice, although the circumstances weren't that great. But as a result of the travel and everything back and forth, I've been dealing with some kind of allergy cold thing that I've been having issues with. So my apologies if I cough. I do have a lozenge in my mouth, so hopefully that won't be too irritating to listen to, and hopefully I won't cough through this. So because I haven't been feeling well, I've been crafting just quietly at my desk, and I created this journal. And this journal is done with the kit from my porch prints, which is Sepia and Ivory. I absolutely love that kit. And the journal itself is a one signature journal, and this style I am using from Gail Agostinelli. That's what she does her journals with. I absolutely love them, and I wanted to give it a try. So this is my first one. So I have created this. Now she creates her covers, and she's got videos out there that you can see on her channel where she uses two 9x12 envelopes, and then she covers it with fabric. Some she just covers straight with fabric right onto the envelope, and others she'll use a batting. And in this case, I did use a batting on this one. I used this fabric that I had in my stash. I don't know where it came from, but it is absolutely gorgeous, and it was a perfect color and style for this particular journal. I did the stitching all the way around it, and that I did on the outside cover, and on the inside cover it shows that as well. And then when we get inside, you'll see where I also stitched in a pocket. So this comes from the kit, and I thought she was so pretty, and I followed Gail Agostinelli's tutorial that she has on making covers using guess checks. So that is what this is. Added some beautiful laces that I had in my stash. I collected all the things I could in the right colors. I also cut some Tim Holtz leaves, and I did some mica stain on them, and I absolutely had a blast with that. That was a lot of fun. A couple of extra flowers with just some threads underneath. Added this beautiful lace in between before I stitched this on. And then here is an eyelet front and back, and that is what I have used for closure. I also did do the same lace here on the back. I tied it with just a piece of muslin that I had torn in my stash that has been coffee dyed, and I just thought it made it perfectly come together. So let's open it up. And as I had said, I did sew in pockets. I used this Tim Holtz fabric on the inside. I thought it went so well together. And then I added this lace at the bottom to create a pocket. So I stitched that on. And then the way I did the closure is I just tied a big knot. So that's how this is on here. I did a tag in here, and these are all things from the kit and some things from my stash. I also did some gold splatters and some white splatters, added some eyelet and some ribbon. And on this page, I just made a page tab, and I did use the Tim Holtz Distress Frosted Crystal, I think it is. And I used these. These are the photo booth from Tim Holtz, and I did one on the front and one on the back. And then I added this eyelet and this little flower charm on this one. Here is from the kit itself, and I just added some splatters. It does not need anything else. It was absolutely gorgeous. And on this page, all I did was, this butterfly is gorgeous. I just added some splatters there in gold. I did make this flip page out of this lace that I had in my stash. And I believe this came off the bottom of a wedding dress, and I was gifted this some time back. So I thought it was perfect and it would go gorgeous with this. Added some additional lace at the top and then just glued that to the very top of the page. Now this paper comes from Pink Willow, and she coffee dyes as like a doily, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. So really it needs nothing else, and this lace going over it was just perfect. On this page I did create this pocket. Apologies. I did do a lot of stitching on some of the ephemera. So I created this tag, did some stitching around it, backed it with some tea-dye paper, and added this beautiful ribbon onto the top. And then I decorated the pocket as well with some lace flowers, also from ribbon that I had received from Amazon, and some of the cutouts from the kit, along with a little bit of tea-dyed cheesecloth. And over here, it was gorgeous. I just added splatters, and then I did add this lace on so it peeks out on both sides. Here I just added splatters as well. This is a doily that my sister Pam from Nana's Crafting Cottage coffee dyes for me. I'm not a huge fan of coffee dyeing, so I asked her to do it, and she loves to do it. So I added one of the ephemera pieces from the kit, and then I did some splattering in gold and white. Here I had cut out some of the Tim Holtz wildflowers and leaves. These are all mica stained. And then I added this beautiful girl, and she's also from the kit. Added this bow that I got from Amazon as well. They have these tiny little bows out there in various different colors, and they're just so great to add to pages. Also gold and white splattering, and that's pretty much through the whole thing. We have some place here for journaling. And over here I just created a pocket, and I just tore some of the paper I had, added on some of the ephemera pieces, a little bit of lace, another bow, and then created this little pocket here, stitched around this, and backed it with some tea-dye paper that I had. Also adding on this beautiful ribbon, and that just tucks in there nicely. On this page I just left it open. This one I just added some the gold and white splatters, added the lace as well, trim onto the edge of this. This is some old ledger paper that I had in my stash, so I just folded it up and folded it in half on one side and made a pocket down here. I didn't put anything in here, but anything can be tucked in there, and it can be glued shut if necessary. I took one of the long pieces and I folded it in half and created a pocket to go on the front and the back of this page. It was just a blank page. Also, excuse me, my apologies. Also, I made this page tab for here, and again on the back. Did this cute tag here, backed it again with tea dye, added this ribbon, and just made a little pocket. Did a little cutout here and made this little page tab out of another small piece of ephemera. There's so many things you can do with the stuff. This one has also, let me just show you. This one has a little clock. Sorry, kind of hard to see. On this side is the other side of the pocket, and I basically did the same exact thing, put the little hole there, added on a page tab. You can still journal in here. And then this page has a beautiful butterfly, and I had watched a video by Steph Howells, and she also, I believe, had gotten this from Sabrina, and I can't remember her channel, but I will link both of their channels below. But this is the cutest, completely hidden paperclip. So you can see it's completely hidden in here. There are 3 pockets on each side. So on this side, I created this, added this little postcard. I also did some splattering on it, and that just tucks right in here, like that. Added a tab so it's easy to pull out. Added this ephemera and lace and trim, and then there's a tag that goes in here and a tag that goes right behind it. So you get all of this in this one hidden paper clip. And both sides are the same way. So this is the one side, and then this is, whoops, this is the other side. Same exact thing. This one I used the carta postale, added that onto this, made this card, and added the tab. Again, decoration, and then these are the two tags that are on this. So they just tuck in here very nicely, and it adds just a little bit extra to this, along with having your ribbons kind of stick out the top. Let me just straighten that out a little bit. And then you just clip it right on. Now this is like a folder. So I thought it was strong enough to put this on here. And on this side you can still journal. On this side of the page I created a page flip up. And so I added this pocket, also did this tag, did the splattering as well. And then this just comes down over the front. And then again, I just did some splattering. And this is another page of the pink willow paper. Now on this side, I created the pocket from the flip over. So I also stitched on this particular journaling card. There's lots of places to journal in here also on the back of the cards and tags. And then I just tucked that right in there. And on this side, I just added one of the pockets. And then I did create this into a little booklet with just some ephemera pieces in here. So I added two pockets, added some ephemera pieces on each side so that they can be used if needed. And that tucks in here. Another mica stain leaf that I did, another bow, and another piece of ephemera from the kit. The pieces of ephemera in this kit are just amazing. This one, all I did was add this clock here, and I added some splattering. There's also trim again on this side of the page. And this is the other side of the ledger piece, of which I did create a pocket. And then I created these tags. I had just recently watched a video from Rachel, Roxy's weekly challenge, and she had made some of these tags out of time cards. And I had some time cards, so that's what I did. And also Gail Agostinelli, she did the challenge as well. So I added that on. Now on this side, I created a belly band. So let me just take these out so you can see the belly band better. And I also did this style on a previous journal that I did, but I love it. It's one that I did see on my porch prints that they did, so adding a lot of different ephemera pieces onto just a straight piece. And I also added some of this cheesecloth. I added all the ephemera pieces to load it up to make it look, cohesive, and then added some ribbons, some gold splatter, and some white splatters. And then I created these little envelopes with these cards in them, and they just tuck in right underneath, just like this. And I think it just added to the page. On this side, just some gold and white splatters. This is another small journal card I just left plain. You can write in here. And on this side, I did make a pocket, added this tag that I had also stitched, and added some tea-dye paper along with splatters, added a bow here. It has a beautiful bird on here. I didn't want to cover it up, so I just added to it, and then I made this taller tag, and I added this to the back. I left this plain, and on this side, this is just another one of the kits. I think it's ledgers or something like that. I got it from my porch prints as well. So I added one of the pages in here and added the trim on this side, just some splattering. But then on this side, I just created this little beautiful page with this beautiful girl and also more of the mica stain, well, wildflowers from Tim Holtz. And then this is the back of the ledger paper. So I did print everything on the kits front and back, so I didn't have to do anything with that. And then on this side, I also added splatters to this, but I created this as a tuck spot with some lace underneath it. And then these come from the kit, so I just kind of vintaged them up, added some eyelets, and added some of the ribbon on here. And they just tuck right in here, peeking out, just like that. And I left this blank, the other side of the little folder, and on this one I just did some white and gold splatters as well. This side, the same thing, and then I did just make another one of these page tabs, and this one has a beautiful rose hanging from it. Ladies on both sides. More of this lace, and then also some more splatters. I think the splattering just kind of adds to it. This is another half of the ledger paper, and here is another time card tag that I made. So I also added all the splatters onto that. I don't know if you can see it. The gold and the white. I'm just using watercolor, and they just come out really good. One of them that I use, the white, I do like this Media Gloss Spray, and this is by Dana, I think it's Dana Weekly. Anyway, I like this one. It is also water-based, so if you wanted to spray it, you could with water to spread it around. The other side of the ledger paper, just a little bit of splattering, just splattering on this page as well, and on this page. And then I created this, I had this in my stash. It's a pocket that actually my sister made, just out of scraps that she had put together, a bunch of these, and I thought, I'm just going to use this and decorate it. It was a perfect colors. So I added this girl on the front, and also the splattering in the white and the gold. And then I also had this big tag that I covered with some bubble dye paper that my sister also does for me. She does an amazing job. And this is just a piece of leather. I had just recently received some cool paper from Etsy, and it was tied with this. And I thought, what a great idea. Splattering on this is all. And then that just tucks right in here. And then I did make it as a side pocket as well. Oh, what do we got here? A little piece of paper. Anyway, I had done this tag where I just splattered it, and that just tucks in here like that. And this is also put on that pink willow doily paper. So there's the back of that. There's a place here to journal as well. I just did splattering here. Added the lace again here. A little bit of splattering. And then I made this card, just backed it with some tea dye paper, added some splattering and a little bit of this ribbon. That just tucks in there. And this is the other side that just folds over, and I like having these holes here. I didn't want to do too much to this because it was pretty brittle, so I did add some washi tape down here just to make sure everything was going to stay okay. And I tried to pick out something that went with this. Splattering here on this beautiful butterfly. Oh, and all the edges, just to let you know, I did use a tearing ruler like this that can give you those edges. And then I inked them all, and everything is inked with Vintage Photo. More splattering here. Some of these pages just didn't need anything. And then this is another pocket I had in my stash that my sister had made, and it was perfect for this. I added one of the photos that come in the kit, and then I also did another one of these tags backed with the bubble paper. and also an eyelet and beautiful ribbon up there at the top. And just tuck that in there, and then same thing over here. I did another tag to go into the side. Just a little bit of splattering here and on here, so journaling places. More lace here and some splattering. And the other part of this doily, I just added one of the beautiful envelopes that came in there. They're just a decoration with like flowers bursting out of it, and I just thought it was just beautiful, so I like that, added that. And then just some splattering here, and added this page tab with this beautiful dragonfly, and the same on the back, and these gorgeous birds, so I just added some splattering. And then on this page I did do this pocket that comes with the kit, added this with some beautiful lace behind it, and then this one I stitched with beautiful birds, kind of went together, and also did the tea dye paper on the back. And this one I just used a muslin, piece of muslin for the top. This is the back side of the beautiful pink willow paper, and then this is the beautiful rose that I just did some splattering, and this gorgeous phone. I think it's just beautiful. Just added some splattering as well, and then added this lace trim. And then this is the back pocket, and another one of the time card tags that I had put together. And then this is the other side of the pocket. And then same as the front, the ribbon is just tied in a knot, and it has the eyelet right here. So that is my recent journal. This is just tied with some, this, as I said, with some beautiful muslin that was coffee dyed and I had in my stash. And so that is my journal that I wanted to share with you. I am thinking and actually praying about it to see if this is something I want to do, is to open an Etsy shop and to put some of these journals out there. So keep watching, and we'll see how things work out for me, and we'll see what happens if I just go ahead and do an Etsy shop. Now I am going to be starting another journal, and this next journal is going to be out of my Porch Prints, the Naturalist, and that is the Flora kit. So it's all about the flowers. So to begin that one, let me just share with you, I did make another one of these beautiful hidden paper clip, and so I just wanted to come out and share you with this. This will be for the next journal. And again, it's got the side that pulls out like a little journal card. Put some ribbon on here and also a tab. This one I used the jars from the kit as tags. They are backed. And then behind it is one of the tags from the kit. So that goes in there, and then this one goes in here. And the same thing on the other side. We've got the journaling card here, and then also the same, a jar, and then also a tag. So my plan, hopefully, if all goes well, is to take you along with me on this next journal. And I've already prepped the cover. I have not stitched it yet, but I am prepping the cover. And the cover is, I'll just show you what it's going to be out of real quick. So this is a Tim Holtz fabric. So this is for the outside, and it's all glued and ready to go. This is the inside, and I found this pink lace that I want to stitch in, and that'll be pockets as well. So after I stitch this, I'll start working on the signature itself, and I'll take you along with me. And so hopefully you'll be able to join me in that process. And hopefully I'll be able to do some videos again real soon. So until the next time, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye.